Hello, I'm Attu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now headlines. Delhi police has arrested a 47-year-old DRDO scientist in connection with a bomb explosion inside Rohini district court. Accused planted the explosive in a tiffin box inside courtroom to kill his neighbor. The state cabinet has declared Centennial, Newland and Chumuketima as districts. With the creation of 3 new districts, Nagaland now has 15 districts. Congress Goa Forward Party has announced their pre-poll alliance ahead of Goa Assembly polls 2022. GFP President said the party will an alliance that will liberate Goa from elected atrocities. India successfully test-fired a nuclear-capable strategic Agni Prime missile off the coast of Odisha. Agni Prime is a new generation advanced variant of the Agni class of missiles. The Delhi police has arrested a 47-year-old DRDO scientist in connection with the low-intensity explosion inside the Rohini district court here earlier this month, officials said on Saturday. The explosion that took place inside the courtroom number 102 on December 9 injured one person. The accused has been identified as Bharat Bhushan Kataria, a senior scientist with the Defense Research and Development Organization. According to sources, he was arrested on Friday. Kataria had planted the explosive in a tiffin box inside the courtroom as he wanted to kill his neighbor, who is an advocate, police said. According to Delhi Police Commissioner Rakesh Asthana, the accused entered the court at 9:33 a.m. on the day of the incident with 2 bags, one of which he left behind inside the courtroom. He exited the court premises at 10:35 a.m. Both the parties had lodged several cases against each other. They are neighbors and live in the same building. Prima facie, it seems Qatari had a grudge against the lawyer, said a senior police officer. In what will be considered a historic day for Nagas, the state cabinet today declared Siminu, Newland and Chumuketima as districts. With the creation of the 3 new districts, Nagaland has now 15 districts. Meanwhile, Advisor for Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services, Women Resources Development, R. King today, while addressing a press conference, expressed his gratitude to the state government for declaring Siminu as the 13th district of Nagaland. King acknowledged CM Nipurio and cabinet ministers for the dynamic leadership and guidance in taking up the necessary steps in ensuring the people's voice and making it a historical decision. He also thanked the neighboring districts for their constant support and prayers all along in formation of the district. He also further congratulated the residents of Chumuketima and Newland for becoming the 14th and 15th districts. Naga Students Federation President Kekwayun Dep and Rengma Selo Z also appreciated the government in taking a bold decision for making Siminu a district.
Today, this is the epoch-making days for Rema community. And we will also try our best to make this 13th district, not as a district, as a model district for the people of the Rema especially, and then our neighboring villages and business community. For this I want to convey this. I want to assure you that we will try our best to make
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday said Uttar Pradesh will soon be identified as the most developed state, with all the latest infrastructure being built by the double-engine government. Addressing a gathering in a pole-bound state after laying the foundations for the Ganga Expressway in Sahajanpur in the presence of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Modi said that day is not far when UP will be identified as the most modern state with next-generation infrastructure. The network of expressways in UP, the new airports being built, new rail routes being laid down are bringing several blessings to people.
एक्सप्रेसवे यूपी के विकास को गति भी देगा और यूपी को शक्ति भी देगा। इसे पीएम गति शक्ति नेशनल मास्टर प्लान से भी बहुत बड़ी मदद मिलेगी। इस एक्सप्रेसवे से एयरपोर्ट को जोड़ा जाएगा, मेट्रो को जोड़ा जाएगा, वाटरवेज को जोड़ा जाएगा, डिफेंस कॉरिडोर को जोड़ा जाएगा।
Ahead of Goa elections 2022, Congress Goa Forward Party on December 18 announced their pre-poll alliance. While addressing a press conference, Goa Forward Party President Vijay Sardesai said they have said in the past that on the eve of Goa's 60th Liberation Day, party will give you an alliance that will re-liberate Goa from these elected atrocities.
So he has expressed his regret and he's apologized. So, and we have all reprimanded, Congress party has reprimanded him. So hopefully people learn from this. You have to allow people to learn also, because our mindsets are like that. Indian mindset is still not yet fully, in tune with women's rights, women's independence. We are still, the misogynistic mindset is there. So we have to come out of that. And these are all good things. When these things happens, it reveals, what is the actual situation, and people will start changing their views. And that's what we should allow for. We should allow for people to change and correct themselves, and hopefully in future nobody will talk like this.
In a significant development, India successfully test-fired the nuclear-capable strategic Agni prime missile off the coast of Odisha with the capability to hit targets between 1,000 to 2,000 kilometers on Saturday. India today successfully test-fired the Agni prime missile off the coast of Odisha in Balasore. Agni prime is a new generation advanced variant of the Agni class of missiles. It is a canistered missile with a range capability between 1,000 and 2,000 kilometers, government officials told ANI. A lot of new features have been added to the nuclear-capable strategic missile Agni Prime during this test. The missile test met all its mission objectives with a high level of accuracy, they said. The last test of the missile was done on June 28 this year, and the missile is nearing complete development, and it is expected to be soon ready for operational induction into the strategic forces. India is in the process of further strengthening its strategic missiles arsenal by adopting newer technologies and capabilities. Union Minister Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari at an investors summit said the 26 green express highways and tunnels worth 2 lakh crore are in progress of building.
में इतना ट्रैफिक जाम है, हम लोग मुंबई दिल्ली हाईवे को सूरत से एक नया रोड बना रहे, सूरत से नासिक, नासिक से अहमदनगर, अहमदनगर से सोलापुर और सोलापुर से चेन्नई, बेंगलोर, कोचीन, हैदराबाद, सबके लिए वहां से पूरे साउथ में जाएंगे। तो उत्तर का पूरा ट्रैफिक जो नॉर्थ से आ रहा, पंजाब, हरियाणा, गुजरात, राजस्थान, दिल्ली, वो पूरा ट्रैफिक जो मुंबई पुणे आके साउथ में जा रहा था, वो सूरत से बदल जाएगा। तो यहाँ का ट्रैफिक जाम कम हो जाएगा। हम ऐसे 26 ग्रीन एक्सप्रेस हाईवे बना रहे हैं, करीब 2 लाख करोड़ की टनल्स बना रहे हैं, और हमें कोई पैसे की कोई कमी नहीं है। मैं अभी हमारे सेक्रेटरी साहब को कह रहा था, ये टारगेट शब्द NHAI की डिक्शनरी से निकाल दूंगा। आप में जितनी ताकत होगी उतना काम आप करोगे, आपको पैसे की कमी कभी नहीं पड़ेगी, क्योंकि हम गोल्ड माइन पर बैठे हैं। इतना हमारा टोल का इनकम है और आगे और बढ़ते ही जा रहा है, तो हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
The Platinum Jubilee celebration of the Longra Baptist Church is underway at Longra Village in Tuensang District. The Jubilee is being celebrated under the theme, "From generation to generation, we will proclaim your praise," Psalms 79:13. The program, which begins from December 17, will conclude on the 19th. The speakers of the Jubilee are Reverend Achu Chang, Executive Secretary, CBLT, Reverend L. Noxon, Women's Secretary, CBLT, Reverend H. Sangkap, Pastor, TTBL, Dr. Y. Allen, Pastor, Naksho Baptist Lashong, and S. Younger, Pastor, Chang Baptist Church, Naga United Village, Dimapur. On the first day, Reverend M.L. Chingmak, Church Promoter, CBLT, inaugurated the Jubilee, while heralding of the Jubilee was pronounced by H. Imkong Longra Village Council Chairman. Reverend L. Noxon, Women's Secretary, CBLT, unveiled the Jubilee History Book and delivered a sermon on the theme, "Tell Them Israel Crossed the Jordan on Dry Ground," Joshua 4:22.
Dong San Shri Go Shri Nambo, Dong Yo Nambo, Kun Bekas Kapil Mando MD Sangkonga, Barka Sangle Kanan Laubay.
A book titled Little Canterson Beams, written by Linika Kuchumi, was released today by WSPAKE Executive Secretary Reverend Dr. Bukoto Sema at the author's residence here in Dimapur. This is Kuchumi's first book. Currently, she is pursuing her master's degree in Christian theology from Union Biblical Seminary, Pune. Speaking about the book, Kuchumi said the book comprises of 27 poems and addresses social issues and theological beliefs. Let's have a look at the detailed report.
To write a book is not an easy task, and not everybody writes the book. Of course, not everybody read the book too. However, to write a book, it needs a patience, it needs a commitment, and it needs God's wisdom. I pray that God will continue to use her, and she will not end from here, but she will continue to be a good writer, and many will be blessed through her writings.
Writing for me offers the greatest solace. It is my meditation. And when I think of writing, I always like to associate it with a measuring rod, like a measuring tape for me, because writing lets me know where I am, how far I've come, and how far I'll go.
This book, Little Canterson Beams, it comprises of 27 poems, and it talks about, it tries to formulate a discussion or a conversation between Christian theology and the social issues that's there around us. So there are various issues in our society, like child sexual abuse or say LGBTQ. Then we have caste system in our society, then the negligence of the elderly people, and so many other issues. And through this book, I've tried to formulate a conversation between theology and the social realities that's there in our society.
Nagaland's Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton on Saturday launched the original debut album of About Us from Hotel Viewer Kohima. While congratulating the band members, Patton said, music has now become an industry and if educated youngsters takes it up with dedication, it could become a meaningful venture. Tafma's advisor, Teja Meru also spoke on the launching program and the band's manager, Edward Muli, while speaking for the band, said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
There are many talented youth can be gainfully employed. Last but not the least, I once again congratulate the band members and wish you all the best in your future endeavor. With these few words, I also want to inform that launching of this About Us 3 districts are also enjoying, so they are enjoying with you.
Commemorating 100 years of its existence, Zushia village celebrated the Centennial with the theme Christo no Apuko, or Christ the Beginning, on December 18. The Jubilee's monolith was unveiled by Niketo Jimomi, president of the Sumihoho. Other highlights of the program included a church dedication on December 17 by Kekeviaomi, field director of NSBAK. President of the Sumihoho, Niketo Jimomi, lauded the Zukshie villagers for having completed the church building when they were commemorating the Centennial and said it was a great blessing. He said Zushie village shares its boundaries with Woka and Mokokchung, and as such they were neighbors to the Ao and Lota communities. He urged them to be peacemakers. He added that bringing unity and peace depends on them and further urged them to coexist with the Lotas and Aos as brothers. He also called on the villagers to make a resolution in the name of the Centennial and always retrospect on the updates stated. The Kohima Range Central Reserve Police Force organized a special plantation drive besides distributing what updates said were COVID care items on December 18 at the Kentriya Vidyala school compound in Kohima. The program is being organized with the effort of the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Kohima CRPF, updates stated. Sanjeev Ranjan Oja, Additional Director General for the CRPF Northeast Zone at Guwahati, planted a tree which was followed by distribution of COVID kits to the gathering in the presence of MS Shekhawar, Inspector General for the Manipur and Nagaland sector, CRPF, and the guest of honor. All the officials present planted one tree each during the plantations drive, updates stated.
For that, and you are all well aware that COVID is the greatest challenge since last 2 years, and to mitigate the negative impact of COVID, our office has taken enormous measures, not only by providing COVID care items, hand sanitizer, face mask, hand wash, soaps, cotton rolls, napkins, Lysol to our personnel and staff. But since I am in charge of this campus and I have to
Talking at the 94th Annual General Body Meeting of FICCI, Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on December 18 said that the central government's target is to build at least one All-India Institute of Medical Sciences in each state. The government focuses on private and public investments in the education and healthcare sectors to make India the world's healthiest and most capable workforce, the Defence Minister said. The target is to build one medical college in each district and at least one AIIMS in each state, said the Defence Minister. An income tax raid is underway at the residence of National Secretary and spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, Rajiv Rai, on December 18. Raids are underway at few more locations at the premises of the people of SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav. Rajiv Rai told the media that he helps people and government did not like it. This is Income Tax Department. I have no criminal background or black money. I help people and government did not like it. This is a result of that. If you do anything, they will make a video registered FIR. You will fight a case unnecessarily. There is no use, let procedure complete, said Rajiv Rai.
हमारे पास कोई आपराधिक रिकॉर्ड नहीं है, मेरे पास कोई 2 नंबर का पैसा नहीं है। लोगों को मदद करना भाजपा को खल गया। इसलिए मदद करने का भैया नतीजा मिल रहा है। हाँ वही है, कुछ भी करोगे ना, कुछ भी करोगे तो ये लोग सुनो, रुको यार, रुको आप, कुछ भी करोगे ना तो ये लोग वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग करेंगे, जाने के बाद थाने से FIR आएगा, फिर केस मुकदमा करोगे, अननेसेसरी उससे कोई फायदा है नहीं। ऐसा नहीं कि जो बाहर कर रहे हैं उसको करने से भीतर ये बंद कर देंगे, ये तो बंद नहीं होगा, तो प्रोसीजर कंप्लीट करने दो। कुछ भी
ये लोग कहाँ से आए भैया, क्या कह रहे हैं?
टैक्स वाले लोग हैं।
कहाँ से आए, मऊ से कि बाहर से?
बनारस से।
Regional Director of World Health Organization Southeast Asia, Dr. Poonam Ketrapal Singh, on December 17 stated that the emergence of COVID-19 variants is a reminder that the pandemic is far from over.
Limited evidence. Omicron appears to be spreading faster at a rate not seen with any other previous variant. Emerging data from South Africa suggest increased risk of reinfection with Omicron, but more data are needed to draw firmer conclusions. There is still limited data on the clinical severity associated with Omicron. More information on case severity associated with Omicron is expected in the coming weeks.
Girls should be married when they attain age of fertility, said Samajwadi Party MP S.T. Hazan on December 17 while talking about the centre's move to raise the minimum age of marriage for women to 21.
एज जो है वो 16-17 से लेकर 30 साल है। आपने जब 21 साल एज कर रहे हैं, खास तौर से 16-17 साल की उम्र में बच्चियों के प्रपोजल्स बहुत अच्छे आते हैं, उसके बाद ढूंढते रहते हैं लोग, वो और डिले हो जाती है शादी। डिले होने से 2 नुकसान है, एक तो इनफर्टिलिटी का चांस है, औलाद नहीं होती, और दूसरा आपके औलाद उस एज में हो रही है जब आप बुढ़ापे में आ गए, जब आपकी लाइफ अपने आखिरी डिकेड में चल रही है, आपके बच्चे स्कूल में पढ़ रहे हैं, तो वो हम एक नेचुरल साइकिल को ब्रेक कर रहे हैं।
Russian ambassador to India Nikolai Kudashev said on December 17 that Russia, India and China are discussing the possibility of in-person summit meeting between the leaders of 3 countries.
The recent Russian-Indian summit in New Delhi on December 6 was very successful. Multiple issues were raised, proceeding from the statements, proceeding from the inputs from Moscow, coming from the presidential inner circle, namely from his assistant for foreign policies, Mr. Yuri Ushakov. The sides are currently discussing the idea, the possibility of holding the trilateral summit, Russia, India, China. And this is to be expected in the nearest future. I do share these news with you.
Indian Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary on December 18 said that the VVIP protocols to fly will be revised and reviewed after Tamil Nadu chopper crash. He said, after Tamil Nadu chopper crash, the VVIP protocols to fly will be revised and reviewed. All these procedures will be reviewed based on the findings of the inquiry. We are continuously evaluating threats from Pakistan and China and are very well aware of it.
The mandate given to him is to investigate every single angle and look into every single aspect of what could have gone wrong and come out with the suitable recommendations and findings. So I would recommend that we do not, I do not make any announcement in haste about what could have been the cause or what are the remedial actions that we are going to institute. So we'll just have to wait for a few more weeks till he completes the code of inquiry. And let me assure you that it is a very, very fair process.
Delhi Police Commissioner Rakesh Asthana launched Yuva 2.0 under the aegis of flagship community policing initiative of Yuva at Greater Kailash Police Station of South District. Speaking on the occasion, CP Asthana appreciated the endeavour of Delhi Police. 3 new job skill training centres have been opened with corporate partnership under this next level Yuva initiative.
9 दिसंबर 2021 को 10:30 बजे एक लो इंटेंसिटी ब्लास्ट रोहिणी कोर्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स में रूम नंबर 102 के अंदर हुआ था। इस संदर्भ में दिल्ली पुलिस ने एक केस रजिस्टर किया अंडर सेक्शन 307, 436 आईपीसी और सेक्शन 3 एक्सप्लोजिव्स एक्ट में। इन्वेस्टिगेशन ट्रांसफर हमने कर दिया था स्पेशल सेल को, क्योंकि इनिशियल जो एग्जामिनेशंस हुए थे उससे ये लगता था कि ये इम्प्रोवाइज्ड एक्सप्लोजिव डिवाइस है।
IAF Chief Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary on December 18 said that they are thankful to France for timely deliveries of Rafale aircrafts. He said, as far as discussions on Rafale is concerned, we're thankful to them for timely deliveries. You know that contract was for 36 aircrafts, 32 of which have been delivered. Out of the remaining 4, 3 will arrive on time in February. He further added, last aircraft, which will have India-specific enhancements, will be delivered after completion of all its trials. We discussed with Defence Minister future maintenance issues of Rafale and setting up of D-level maintenance in India.
पहले तो हम उनके आभारी हैं कि टाइमली डिलीवरीज हुई हैं। आपको पता है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट 36 रफाल्स का था, 32 रफाल आ चुके हैं और बचे हुए जो 4 हैं उसमें से 3 समय पर आएंगे फरवरी में, और जो आखिरी एयरक्राफ्ट है जिसके ऊपर इंडिया स्पेसिफिक एनहांसमेंट्स किए जा रहे हैं, वो जब उसका जो जितने भी ट्रायल्स ड्यू हैं वो जो खत्म होने के बाद वो 36वां एयरक्राफ्ट भी आ जाएगा हमारे पास।
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.